Hello guys, now I'm going to explain call by reference in Java. So the major difference between call by value and call by reference in Java is that in call by value, the argument value is passed, copied and passed into the parameter list of method. But in call by reference, the address of the variable is used instead of copying values of that variables. So this is the major difference here. Address is used instead of copying the values from the arguments, right? Now I'm going to explain this. So here initially I have created public class call by reference. Since we are going to execute call by reference types, I have initialized integer a and integer b. After this, I haven't given any of the values to them. I have created a public access specifier, and static is my keyword. Void static, I have used this keyword since I have access to any of the variable can access this particular method without creating an object. So void, I doesn't want to return any of the value here. So I have used the void statement, and method is my name. And here this call by reference OP and call by reference OP1. So what does it mean? Here I have named this reference variables as them, and here op.a equal to 16. So what does it mean? Here the first reference variable op.a equal to 16, and many of you doesn't understand this. So once I'm going to explain this when we enter into this main block. So after this op.a equal to 16, as have you seen that the value of call by in the call by value of option in the call by value concept, we have seen the value of C changes from one value to other value when it entered into this particular method. So the same happens in call by reference also. System.out.println, the sum of A and B is op.a plus op.b. The same follows, and here the main thing enters here, public static void main. So from here the main method starts executing. So here call by reference, I'm creating two objects here. What's the syntax for creating an object here? Class name. What's my class name here? Call by reference is my class name, and my object one is OP, and I have used a new keyword for instantization of an object. And here I'm going to close this by call by reference class name, and I'm going to close that. And I've created some other object name. I've named it as OP1, right? OP1 is my object, second object name, new, and I'm going to close it. So there were two objects that I have created, right? Now I'm going to initialize the variables, right? I have declared the variables here, int a and int b, but I haven't initialized them, right? So I'm going to initialize them. So I have used op.a equal to 2. So the reason for using this op.a equal to 2 is that we have seen that the difference between static variable and an instance variable. What does it mean? Since we can remember that, we usually know static variable can be accessed without an object. So we don't need to create an object there. But instance variable, we need to access the particular method or a variable in the public class only by creating a object or by using a class name, right? So I have used this op.a equal to 2 here. So this is my first object name, and by using this first object name, I have initialized the value of a to 2 and b to 3, right? Everyone is clear with this? And here, once I have created this op.a equal to 2 and op.b equal to 3 here, firstly, I'm trying to print out the statement which I have initialized. So I need to get the sum of op.a and op.b before entering into the method, right? So the sum of a and b before passing them into the method is op.a and op.b, right? So here, what is our expected output? Output is 2 plus 3 is 5. This is my expected output and your expected output, right? And here I've called the method. So what's the reason for not using object op dot method? So this is also correct thing. Not only op dot method, I have the thing to use is call by reference dot method. This is also a correct thing to use. Reference. Sorry, this is also correct thing. But why am I not using that here? Since the method, I have used the static keyword here. So this is a main thing. Many of us forget that static keyword is a powerful keyword which we can access throughout the class. We don't need to create an object. We don't need to use any object dot some other object name. We don't need to use any class name. So static is a powerful keyword when we are performing functions in Java, right? In any other programming language also. So I haven't used static keywords. I have used static keyword here. So I have not used any of the object or class name here. Method of, this is the main thing, which there is a difference between call by value and call by reference. Here the main thing arises. So here when we are in call by value, we used to link up the variable name also, op.a and op.b, right? Everyone is clear for that, right? So but when it comes to call by reference, the address of the variable here, the what's the address of variable? Op is the address of variable a and variable b, right? So I'm going to call this method by using the address of these variables, address of these arguments or arguments, right? So once we start executing the method, once we call the method by giving the variable names, here this particular OP address is assigned to this OP and this OP is assigned to this OP1. So object 1 and object 1 and object 2. So when we have seen the same criteria or the same thing in call by value also, the value of the first object has been changed from one value to another value. So here, firstly, what is the value of address 1, 2, right? A equal to 2. But here the value changed from A equal to 2 to 16, right? So system.out.println, the sum of A and B is op.a and op.b, right? Here, what's our expected output? Output is, since the value has changed from 2 to 16, 16 plus the value of B haven't it changed, right? So what's the value of B here? 3. It means 16 plus 3 is 19. So my expected output for the method is, method system.out.println is 19, right? And here, when the method gets exited, system.out.println, there's some more line we need to execute when it comes to the main method. System.out.println, the sum of A and B after passing them into, after exiting from method. After exiting from method is, so op.a plus op.b. The same thing follows here also. So here the output is 5 as we expected, and here in the method the output is 19 when the variables are in the method. So after exiting this particular method or the particular function, the op.a equal to 16 changes to original value. So op.a equal to 2 in call by value, right? But when it comes to call by reference, this op.a equal to 16 remains same even after exiting from the method, right? So here op.a will be 16 and op.b will be 3. It will be the same since I haven't changed any of the op.b value in the method, right? So my expected output for this is op.16 plus 3. It means 19. So now we are going to check this. I'm going to run this code. Just a second. Right. We got the expected output, right? So this is how call by value and call by reference is used in Java programming. So I'm repeating it again. The major difference between call by value and call by reference is that in call by value, argument value is copied and passed to parameter list of method. And in call by reference, address of the variables is used instead of copying values of variables. Address of the variable is copied into the parameter variable, right? So, and the second thing is changes made in copy of variable never modifies the value of variable outside function. So this is call by value. Even if you modify the value, even if you modify the variable of or the value in the variable, the changes remain same when it is in the method. When it comes out of the method, the original value reflects into this variable. Okay, this is call by value. And call by reference, change in variable also affects the value of variable outside the function. So in the function, the value is 16. So outside the function, the value must be 2. But in call by reference, the value will be 16. So this is the major difference between call by value and call by reference. Hope you guys understand. Thank you.